Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and to a brand new video. Today I've cherry picked some items from my wardrobe, and these are either items that I have really enjoyed using lately, or they have been items that I've been really excited to finally check off my wish list. I've got some accessories, some clothing bits and some beauty bits to share with you, and so let's get started. So starting off with accessories, the first item that I wanted to share with you is my Isabel Marant belt, and this is an item that I've had on my wish list for a really long time, and I finally decided to bite the bullet. I think the reason why it took me so long to actually buy it is because I've already got two other designer belts in my collection, my Loewe belt and my Gucci belt, and so in my mind I felt like there wasn't a place in my wardrobe for the Isabel Marant belt, but since getting it, I'm so glad it's part of my collection now and I have made quite a bit of use out of it. The thing that I like most about the belt, and it's in contrast to the other belts that I have in my collection, is the fact that it doesn't have any logos, and so it is just a plain belt, but it's not so plain in its design because when you actually fasten it, it's got this really lovely bow detail. And I got myself the size small, which is the perfect size for me to wear around the waist and sort of belting jackets or belting high-waisted bottoms. It's not so great though when wearing it as a hip belt. I am typically a size 8 to 10 in my bottoms, and I probably could have gone with a size medium if I wanted more of a hip belt, but because I tend to wear my belts more so at the waist to belt dresses and things like that, I'm quite happy that I went with a size small. But since posting outfits with the belt on both the blog and my Instagram, I have had a fair few questions from you guys about sizing, and so I did want to just point that out just in case you want to wear it more as a hip belt. I think this is the ideal understated designer belt if you want to be a little bit more subtle with your designer things. I really enjoy wearing this belt with knits, particularly boxier knits where it doesn't really show my shape, and so using this belt to cinch in my waist and giving myself a little bit more of a silhouette has really elevated my outfits. It's not so pricey on the designer belt scale, but it is pricey when you think about that it's just a piece of leather. But it's a really stylish piece of leather, and if, like me, you've had it on your wish list for a while, then I would recommend that you just get it. Next up, I wanted to share with you a bag that is new to my collection, and this is a bag here that was sent to me from the folks over at Mirta. Now, Mirta is like your one-stop place where you can go to shop all things that are handcrafted Italian, and so it brings together all of these small Italian businesses, and you can shop them all off the one website. I had a thorough browse of the site and I selected this bag, and this bag was crafted by an Italian label called Boldrini, and I was so happy when this arrived. It was all shipped via DHL and packed beautifully, and it arrived within, I think it was 3 or 4 days, all the way from Italy. Now, the shape of this bag is really similar to the Stella McCartney vegan style bag. It's just a smaller, more compact version. And it also reminds me quite a bit of the Poland Numero Nerf bag. I think the bags that I mentioned can only be worn as top handles, but because this is a smaller style bag, they've also got a crossbody strap with this, and I have been wearing it predominantly as a crossbody strap, but I also love how cute it looks as a top handle. The quality of this bag is apparent as soon as you unbox it. The leather is just so durable and hard wearing, and internally it's configured. It's very similar to my Tory Burch triple compartment tote with the zipped pouch in the middle and some pouches on the side. It's got magnetic stud closures as well, which means that all your belongings stay very secure inside the bag. Now, Mirta have just done a complete overhaul of their website, and so it's looking really whiz-bang now, and they are currently running a promotion until the 26th of July, and so you can get 10% off bags, including the bag that I have here, the Noah style, with the code July10, which I'll pop on screen. I think it's well worth a browse of their website because just from the one place you can have a browse of all these different small Italian artisans. There's another bag from Boldrini that I really love. It's called the Opera bag, which is one of their best-selling styles. It was between that one and this one for me, but I ultimately went with this one because I thought it was more of an everyday style. I don't have anything in my collection that is this color. As you know, I have a fair few black bags in my collection, and so this has been a really nice change. It also goes with the neutrals in my wardrobe, so I'm really pleased this is now part of my collection. Now onto clothing bits, and I wanted to share a high street item that has been getting a lot of use lately out of my wardrobe, and it is this striped knit from Arket. Really love this thing. I've got a thing for stripes at the moment. I've added a fair few striped pieces in my wardrobe, and I've also just ordered the Totem striped knit, which is currently in transit. It's due to arrive in the next day or so. But this knit has just been so easy to wear, and as soon as I wear it, I feel instantly stylish. I went for the size extra small in this one, and it's a boxier, roomier cut. The sleeves are a tad long on me, and so I just fold them up. I have no issue with that. It is a really durable, tightly woven knit as well, quite similar to Scale and Theodore crepe knit, but it's incredibly good quality. I recommend that all of you get it. It looks great with skirts and jeans and black pants, even sweatpants. It's just one of those classic wardrobe staples that I can see myself wearing for a really long time. The next wardrobe item that I'm going to share with you is an item that I finally checked off my wish list, and it is one that just arrived last week, so it's still got all the tags and everything. It's a light yellow blazer from the brand Joseph, and it's just a long line double-breasted style, probably one of my favorite blazer styles at the moment. I think pre-pandemic, a yellow blazer would be something that I would probably only wear on a casual Friday or for going out on the weekends. But now that we've embraced more of a relaxed dress code in my office, I wanted to add something a little bit more cheery to my wardrobe, just to mix up with the blacks and the navies that I have so much of. Yellow I find to be really cheery. I think it also matches quite well with whites and blacks, and so I'm really pleased to finally add this one to my collection. This style is part of Joseph's classic line. I think it gets re-released in different colours every season, and so I tried this style on in David Jones and found my size, and it was really just a matter of pouncing when the colour became available. I've still got all the tags on this one because it only just arrived and I haven't chanced to wear it in the wild just yet, but I am really happy to finally add a cheery blazer to my workwear rotation. Size-wise, I got this in a size 36. For me, because I'm petite, I prioritise fit around the shoulders and on the torso. The arms are almost always going to be too long for me, and so I do have to get them taken up. I think in the meantime though, because I'm really excited to wear it, I'll probably just push the sleeves up, but I will eventually go to the tailor to take the arms up. But I think as long as it fits you on the shoulders and the body, then getting the arms shortened by the tailor is a relatively straightforward task. So that's something to bear in mind if you're petite like me. Now I'm sure you'll be seeing me styling this up in a future blog post or an Instagram post very soon. Another item that I checked off my wish list recently is a dress that featured in my wish list video back in February this year, and I finally bought myself the Norma Kamali Diana dress. Now I bought this one off Net-a-Porter about a month ago, or maybe even a month and a half ago, and it's been a while since I've bought clothing for occasions and events. I've got a few weddings coming up this year as well as some events which are a little bit more dressy, so I'm really excited to get a little bit more dressed up. And the Norma Kamali dress has had a little bit of a revival recently. It was a dress that featured in And Just Like That, the Sex and the City reboot that Carrie Bradshaw wears. Now the thing that I love about this dress, and that you will like too if you are petite like me, is that all of the ruching detail means that you can adjust the hemline to sit a little bit shorter. I really like that about it. I like that I can adjust it to the actual midi length style that it's meant to be worn in, and that it's not a midi dress that looks like a maxi on me. Size wise, I got myself the size small. It is a bit roomy up top, but I don't mind that because it fits me quite comfortably on my bottom half. I got myself the lilac color, which is probably the only lilac piece that I have in my wardrobe. I'm embracing a lot more color lately and I'm really enjoying it. This dress is quite inexpensive considering it's quite an iconic designer dress. I think it was only about 300 Australian dollars. It comes in a ton of colors, and so I'll link some other options below if the lilac isn't available anymore, but I'm really looking forward to wearing this one. Now to round up my clothing favorites, I've got a luxury pajama set, and this is a classic navy long sleeve pajama set from the Australian label Jasmine and Will. They specialise in luxury loungewear and sleepwear, and this set has been just a dream to wear. I love lounging around the house in it. I love sleeping in it. It feels so incredibly luxurious. I feel like I've got my life together when I'm wearing this because it is just so luxe, and it totally trumps all of the trackies that I've been wearing recently. The team over at Jasmine and Will sent this set to me, and they also had it embroidered, and so you can get your pajamas embroidered with whatever it is that you choose. You can get initials, you can get a date, you can get your name in a variety of different styles like cursive writing or just block lettering, all that sort of stuff. Their website is well worth a browse because they've got classic pajama sets for women, for men and for kids that are just really well made and designed to last, and this set has been one that has given me a lot of joy lately, so very pleased with this one, and I'm so glad to be introduced to the brand because these are sets that I would be looking to gift to family and friends for special occasions as well. To round out my little favourites video, I've got some beauty products that I wanted to share with you, and these are products that since I bought them I have used them pretty much every day, and they are 3 products from Westman Atelier. I've got the blush stick here in Chouchette, I've got the contour stick in Truffle, and I've got a lip palette in nudes. Now, Westman Atelier was put on my radar from one of my colleagues who's really into beauty and does her makeup really well, and she raves about their products. And then I followed Gucci Westman over on Instagram, and I really enjoy watching her tutorials and the finish that she has on her face. Like, it's always very natural, very glowy, very dewy. I think you can probably tell that I'm not a beauty YouTuber, but I finally had the opportunity to pop into a Mecca and try out their products, and I walked out with 3, which just shows how good their sales assistants are at Mecca. Now, when it comes to makeup, I'm a creature of habit, and I don't often change or substitute the products that I use. A lot of the products that I've used for a really long time, and the finish that I like to achieve is always quite natural. I just want to look like me, but just a little bit more enhanced. Now, something I've been really impressed with Westman Atelier products is their staying power. I think that's a common problem of mine when it comes to cream-based products, is that come lunchtime, things have already started to fade, and I will need to reapply after lunch just to get myself looking a little bit more fresh once again. But the face products, I found I don't need to reapply. I do need to reapply the lip product because I'm eating and drinking coffee and tea and whatnot, but I'm really impressed with the face products, which also works to justify the crazy price tag of these products as well, because these products are quite on the pricey side. But having said that, I think they're incredible, and I'm happy to repurchase all of these again. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope that you enjoyed listening to me jibber jabber about the items that I have really loved wearing recently, as well as the items that I have been really excited to check off my wish list and are finally in my wardrobe. While the sale is happening, be sure to check out the Mirta website, which I have linked below, if you fancy for yourself some beautifully handcrafted Italian pieces. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button so that I know that you did, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!